There is nothing more refreshing on a hot summer day than watermelon, and this watermelon salad recipe has so much more to it than just that. Hey guys, I'm Justin from Cooking with Coit. I specialize in clean comfort cooking. And if you love this video, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is cut our watermelon. Now, I know there's probably a million ways out there that people cut a watermelon, and you might look at my way and think, it's dumb, it's wrong. If you feel that way, let me know in the comments below, but I think I have the best way. So here's how I do it. First of all, I'm gonna cut off this end here, just the top. That's gonna give me a nice flat surface to start working from. Then I'm gonna cut off this other side here. There we go. Now I'm just going to make cuts diagonally, just like that. And I'm gonna start working my way around the watermelon. Now I love this way because I feel like you preserve the most amount of watermelon possible. I'm really not wasting a lot. This is just a little bit of watermelon in the skin here. And then what I do next is I just flip it right upside down and just trim off the other side. And then what I do next is I just look for any little pieces that I may have missed, trim those off. There we go. Just another little maintenance cuts here. It looks like some sort of geometric shape that I have no idea the name of. Andy, do you know the name of the shape?
No.
Okay, let's just go with it.
Geometry.
Yeah, none of us did well in geometry, so whatever. We wouldn't be here if we were good at math. Next thing we're gonna do is cut it right down the middle, and then we are going to cut it just like this in nice thick slabs. And this way is gonna give us a lot of really good, perfectly cubed watermelon shapes. Well guys, I missed one cut. That was really important. Okay, hang on. Give me another chance. Give me another chance. Okay, what I failed to do is I should have cut it like this first. I should have gone one here, just like that, one here, just like that, and then I should have cut the other way like this. Okay. I feel like I failed you. But stay with me, then just give it another rotation, just like that. And now, there we go. Okay. Perfect cube shapes. Okay, now we're gonna transfer this watermelon to the bowl. Next thing we're gonna do is cut up our cucumber. I'm using an English cucumber for this one, and I think this is the best one for the recipe, so let me show you how we cut it. I'm first going to chop off the end here, and this end. Then I'm going to cut it right down the middle, just like this. Then I'm going to cut it in half like this to make it easier to work with. Then I'm gonna take a small spoon and just kind of edge right down the side, just like this, and then flip it over and do the other side. There we go. And then all you need to do is basically scrape right down the middle with a little bit of angle, and all of the seeds will come right out. Now I'm just gonna cut this cucumber right down the middle here, essentially cutting it in half, and then I'm going to dice it up from there. Now we're gonna add this cucumber into the bowl with the watermelon. Look at how beautiful and delicious this is already looking. Oh, can't wait for this salad. Next thing we're gonna do is slice up 3/4 of a cup of red onion. I like to make these slices as thin as I can. That is perfect. If the onion pieces stick together a little bit, just take your fingers and kind of rip them to separate them. What I've noticed too is I got a couple little thicker pieces that snuck in. I'm gonna get rid of those and just make sure that I'm keeping it kind of nice and thin pieces. Next thing we're gonna add is 1/3 cup of mint leaves, and this is actually mint from my backyard. I started growing mint in my backyard because whenever I'd buy it from the store, along with basil, it would always come in those plastic packaging, and it would be like moldy and terrible looking. And I, to this day, cannot find fresh, good mint at my grocery store or even basil, and it's very annoying, so I just grew my own. So with the mint, all you have to do is just give it a nice tear. You don't want to tear it into kind of little pieces like this. You don't need to cut it with a knife unless you really want to, but I think tearing is a really nice thing to do. So just tear it up. We're gonna do 1/3 cup. Mint smells so amazing. It's one of my favorite herbs. There we go, perfect. Now we're just gonna add this mint to the bowl. Now we're gonna switch gears for a second and work on our super easy salad dressing for this watermelon salad. This dressing, I think, is the easiest one I've ever made. We're first gonna start with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then we are going to add the juice of 1 lime. And then we're gonna finish it off with just a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. And just give it a quick whisk. And that is it. Now we're gonna take this salad dressing and just give it a little bit of pour right over our watermelon salad. Just like that. Then we're gonna use our hands. You can use tongs if you want. I like using my hands, and just get in there and give it a nice mix. I love getting into my food with my hands, and just like, it's very textural, you know? It's a really good thing to touch your food. So just give it a nice toss. And then, last thing we're gonna do is just top this all off with some fresh crumbled feta, which is so delicious. Let's take some of that. Little feta all the way around, just like that. And we are done. So fast, so easy. I cannot wait to give this a try, but before I do, if you love this recipe and you wanna see more just like it, check out my healthy recipes playlist. Okay, let's give this a try. All right, let's see how we did. Oh my gosh, this watermelon salad. I can't say it's refreshing enough. It is so refreshing and so tasty. Guys, you've got to try this recipe. It is so delicious. I hope you give it a try. I'll see you in the next video.